Very hard count. Now claps his hands, takes the snap, looks, pumps pressure, sacked! Johnny Wilson got to him back at the 20, and the Broncos are going to force a punt on the opening series. We know UCO likes to get the offense into those passing downs so guys like Wilson can pin their ears back, and he gets his first sack at 2025. Well, 2nd and 9 from the 34. Huff hands to Cottrell again, running right, has room, 40, cuts back, 45, 50, 45, 40, down the middle of the field, Jalen Cottrell takes it to the house in the second play of the game. 66 yards, and the Broncos lead 6-0 with 11:29 to go here in the first quarter.
And that was a better job up front. Broncos put a blocker on everyone there. Cottrell wasn't even touched, I don't think, on that run. Cut it back right up the middle and took it to the house. And Broncos strike first here in Edmond on what is the home opener for this 2025 season.
From the 5, Huff, blitz comes, Huff hit from the backside and throws an interception. It's intercepted at the goal line, then it's fumbled, and UCO recovers it, and the offensive lineman ends up in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Broncos. An interception that was then fumbled, and UCO's player picked it up. Was it Montrell Lee? It was Montrell Lee who got into the end zone.
Rolling on the field is an interception followed by a fumble, which was recovered by the offense for a touchdown. Officials come out for an injured player.
How about Montrell Lee with the touchdown?
Jets down on the field, though.
Yeah, Huff got hit behind him on 3rd and 1. Barry hands to Van again. Van stacked up at the 5 and dropped. Darius Hampton there along with Connor Johnson. And Jack Puckett as well.
Tackle made by number 17.
Actually, that was Hank Puckett in there on the tackle. It'll be 4th. Barry sends a receiver in motion. Now another receiver in motion after that one gets set. He'll play action throw. Barry going deep downfield into coverage, incomplete, intended for Parchman. And Willie Rice was with him every step of the way at midfield.
Yeah, really good coverage. Kind of a dangerous throw by Pitt State as it kind of becomes a jump ball at that point. But
receivers again for Barry. Barry again will throw. Looks right, now throws a screen to Van, left side. Van has nice room across the 20 to the 25, and he's got a first down. Well-designed little fake right, throw left screen, and a first down, 10 yards on the completion.
Yeah, they set that screen up very well. There was no one over there.
Line of scrimmage is the 39 on this 4th and 11. Play clock at 7 as Antle takes a high snap, and it's blocked! The punt is blocked, it's rolling, it's loose on the ground. It's picked up by C.J. Williams, who can't stay in bounds, but the Broncos get it in midfield.
Just an outstanding special teams play by the Broncos. As soon as that rush came through, I thought, man, they're going to get this. And they got it pretty easily. UCO with the big block punt at midfield. And what a big shift in momentum for UCO.
Going from south to north, really no wind affecting this one. Davis Barr will hold. Gets the snap down. Kim's kick is away. Looks like it snuck inside the right upright, and it did. So the Broncos restore their 2-touchdown lead. Joseph Kim from 37 yards makes it 17-13. UCO on top. 5:11 to go first half. This is UCO Bronco football. First down and 10 from the 22. I think I said 17. It's at the 22. First down Broncos. Fake handoff to Mason. Creasy keeps a big hole. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Broncos! Clayton Creasy pulled that one out of the belly of William Mason and kept it himself for a touchdown. 22 yards. And the Broncos are back up 7 with the extra point pending.
He's executed really well on that fake a few times tonight and kept the ball where it took me a second to realize that he had it. And he's got some legs on him, man. This is really the first time we've seen him play. So Creasy's done a really nice job in, his unexpected debut.
Will hold. Hayden breaks, snaps it back to Barr, who gets it on the ground. Kim's kick is away, and it's good. So Joseph Kim restores the lead for UCO. 14 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ball game. It's UCO 27, Pittsburgh State 24. This is UCO Bronco football. And on the play clock, though. Barry, play action, throws right side, pass behind him. Receiver and intercepted. Broncos with a big return to the 40. 45, it's Antoine Gilbert to the Pitt State 40, inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 28. A huge turnover for the UCO defense. Antoine Gilbert makes the interception and the Broncos have it inside the Gorilla 30.
You know what the most impressive thing on that whole play was? Luke Niggleman is the guy who ran down the defensive back. The 235-pound tight end runs him down, but not before the Broncos put the ball deep into Pittsburgh State territory.
Huge turnover. And the Broncos hanging on to a 3-point lead. Barry drops, throwing, right side pass. Tip nearly picked off and incomplete. Good coverage by Connor Johnson from his linebacker position, dropping back to the middle of the field, and it's 4th down.
And this drive was this was the best defensive possession of the second half for the Broncos to stop Pittsburgh State from driving the ball down the field.
For the Gorillas, 3 left, 1 right. Barry, straight drop, throws underneath. Pass caught. Johnson missed the tackle in the backfield, but Wesley Hudson got to him. Short of the line of scrimmage at the 44. It's a 2-yard loss on that underneath pass to Holbert. And it'll be 3rd down and 11, and Adam Dorrell is encouraging the crowd to get into it.
Connor Johnson read the screen beautifully and just couldn't quite wrap up the receiver. But, as you said, other Bronco defenders came in, and that Connor Johnson holding the ball carrier up for just a second is really what broke that play up.
Pitt State needs to get the ball just across the Bronco 45. They've got it from their own 44, 3rd and 11. Barry looking to throw, steps left, has a man open, can't get to him though, now rolls back to his right, gets away from Lamb Gordon, he's going to run with it. Barry gets by a man at the 45 and he gets swallowed up at the 48. Boy, Barry had Parchman wide open down the left sideline. He tried to set his feet to throw it, and he was just going to get lit up if he did, so he had to run back the other direction.
Out for an injured defensive player.
It's Lamb Gordon that's down. Barry, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Barry drops, looking, pressured, steps up, runs to the 10. He's hit, he drops back past the 20 now. Barry floats one, out of bounds, incomplete. 26 seconds to go, and the Broncos force a field goal attempt as Pitt State will try to tie it up here with Austin Schmidt coming onto the field.
Really, really good job on that play, and the Broncos forced the throwaway. Pitt State will try to tie it up here.
30-yarder from the right hash. UCO blocked an extra point earlier. Schmidt, kick on the way. Kick is up. It's no good! He pulled it off, and the Broncos can take a knee. 6 yards and a 1st down. Creasy now hands to Mason, running right. Mason bounces. 15, 10, 5, outside to the pylon, and a touchdown. Broncos right down the field, 69 yards, and are an extra point away from tying it up.
And they needed that drive in a big way, Todd, and the Bronco offense comes out, and they do it on the ground, they do it through the air, and they put the ball in the end zone. Fireworks going off in the north of this the Sports Performance Center, and everybody on the home side of the field is
45 here on 3rd and 7. Creasy out of the gun, throwing right, pass complete, making a man miss. That's Hacker to the 35, 40, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Broncos! It was one-on-one coverage. Creasy just stood up and threw the ball to him. Hacker did the rest, and the Broncos are up 13-7 on the 52-yard touchdown.
And now the universe feels a little more right. This game started off very, very strangely for the Broncos, but the last 2 possessions have really, I think, shown what this UCO offense can do, and same with the defense on their previous couple possessions. So glad to see the Broncos put another 6 on the board, hopefully another 7.
Lewis takes the snap, 3-man rush, drops, throws, pass tipped and incomplete. Cam Dunn got a hand up and tipped that one away, and it'll be 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about with the pressure. Get to the quarterback, and if you can't get to him, at least make it hard for him to throw it over you, and that's exactly what Dunn did right there. And Washburn is, I assume, going to punt this.
Lewis looking right, now over the middle. Lewis trying to run with it, hit by Jack Puckett and dropped at the 20. It's a sack and a loss. Excuse me, that was Reese Roller in there, not Puckett. It's a loss of 3 on the play.
Loss on the play of 3.
Lewis on 1st and 10 has 3 receivers left on the wide side. Hands this one off. It's DeAndre Carter, and he has wrestled down Jack Puckett. Gets him in the backfield at the 45 for a loss of 2.
Good job by that defense right there. Broncos string him out to the sideline and don't give up any yardage.
I don't understand this. He never got past the 45-yard line, and they Lewis out of the gun. Broncos showing blitz. They do blitz. Lewis pressured. He's going to be hit and dropped. Connor Johnson got there on the blitz. He was met at the quarterback by Lamb Gordon, and I think Zach Stillwell was back there as well. A big loss back to the Ichabod 45.
Connor Johnson was getting held from behind and still got to the
from their own 18. Lewis takes the shotgun snap, 4-man rush, hit as he throws, and he's going to be sacked. Did he hold on to it?
He did.
He did, and he's sacked. And getting back there for UCO and making the sack for the Broncos, that was Ethan Stites who knocks him down. As it's Matthews and Mason who are out there together now. It's an I formation. Creasy under center. Play fake. Creasy rolling right, throwing in the flat. Mason wide open. Touchdown Broncos. That is the oldest play in the book. Play action, fullback in the flat, and the Broncos are up 6 again, 20-14.
Well, and I don't know that we've seen UCO throw it out of that quick huddle and quick run to the line. And we always talk about how that has the potential to set something up, and that's exactly what it did right there. As Washburn was selling out for the run, and UCO took advantage of that to an uncovered receiver for a touchdown. Fair.
But probably I would say in the next couple years it will change. Here's Lewis on 1st down, throwing in the flat. It's behind his receiver who catches it in the backfield and probably shouldn't have because he's tackled for a loss back at the 17. Make it the 18. 1-yard loss.
Maybe it'll change when the players unionize and refuse to sign their NIL contracts until.
Backfield on 2nd down. Lewis looking to throw, looking left, pressured. Cam Dunn gets there, couldn't get him, but Servant Counselor could. At the 10-yard line, he cleans up what Cameron Dunn couldn't get done. And it's a loss of 7. Dunn came through like he was shot out of a rocket. Davis Barr will hold. This will be the last play of the first half unless there's a defensive penalty. Snap is high, but Barr gets it down. Kim's kick has enough leg. It's on the way. It looks good, and it is. Joseph Kim from 45 yards as the first half ends, and the Broncos lead by double digits at the break. It'll be UCO ball to start the second half. 24. Cam Robinson behind him on 1st down. Lewis, play action, going deep, right side, pass it. Cottrell this time in motion out of the backfield. Creasy steps up. Creasy still looking, bounces outside. Creasy throws on the run. Cottrell's open. 30, 25, middle of the field, cuts back 20, 15, trying to make another man miss. Hit from behind, inside the 10, and down to about the 7-8-yard line. Great throw by Creasy, who might have not scrambled into the right area, but he found Cottrell in space. Broncos going quick. Creasy throws, left side pass intercepted.
Flag.
I think we got
to recognize, where he's at and how quickly he can get into that passing lane.
1st and goal now at the 4 after that half the distance penalty. Cottrell behind Creasy in the pistol. Washburn stacking the box here. Cottrell gets the handoff, flags at the snap. Cottrell is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's see what the flag is. The flag was in the back.
There was flags from everywhere.
So it's
somebody had, I think Washburn might have had 12 on the field again.
That would be impressive.
I think they do have 12 on the field. Yeah.
Defense, 12 players in formation at the snap.
Blitz comes. Hurla throwing. Left side pass tipped and incomplete. Getting in there for the Broncos that time was Marcus Works. Works has been called a lot tonight. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Broncos show blitz and do, and Hurla runs right into it. And he is destroyed in the backfield as Jack Puckett gets home at the 37-yard line for a loss of 5.
I mean, that blitz was called like we knew the exact play they were running. That you could not have called it any more perfect. Doral's constantly coaching, and love seeing that with the young quarterback.
51 from the left hash for Kim. The kick is on the way. It's got plenty of leg. That one looks good. He knocked it home. Joseph Kim from way downtown. That might have been good from 61. And the Broncos lead 34-28. 14-21 to go in the ball game. You're listening to UCO. Keller Hurla looks, throws over the middle, pass through the hands of the receiver and incomplete. Braden Waters was there to make the hit.
Pass intended for number 84.
Did a UCO defender pop that ball out of there? I mean, here's the replay coming, because that thing really popped out of the receiver's hands. No, it just went off his hands, man. That guy, I mean, if you're out before, but
45-yard field goal. Ball's right in the middle of the field. It's a fake. It's thrown to Aiden Battle on the edge. The Broncos sniff it out, and he ain't going to get it. He's tackled for a loss back at the 29-yard line. It was Ryan Stewart who made the play for the Broncos, and UCO will take over on downs.
I mean, that's
Ryan Stewart.
Also run for 2. Hurla's got Oetker to his right. Hurla, play action, looking to throw, floats one deep, middle of the field. It is incomplete. Boy, Willie Rice had it in his hands, should have intercepted it, and couldn't hold on at midfield.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, when you're a team like Washburn, you've had the season that the way their season has started, they get in this situation, you know, and you've got a different quarterback out on the field. He's kind of forcing some things there, and that's where your defense.
3 on a first down, so 2nd and 7 for Northwest. Runkey takes the snap. They go on the ground again. Porter gets the carry, wrapped up as he gets to the line of scrimmage. That time, Jake Puckett coming in, a linebacker to make the tackle. Puckett last year. Runkey out of again. Porter to his right, now moves over to the left side. Runkey back to pass. Rolls, looks to dump it out of the backfield, intended for Porter coming out of the backfield. Pass overthrown off that right side near the 25-yard line. Running back to his left, and he gets the carry, swings out right side. He'll be brought down high and thrown to the turf by Reese Roller. So loss of 1 brings up 2nd down and Raymond. The center from Monette, Missouri. Back to pass comes Runkey. Looks on the right side and nearly intercepted. It goes incomplete at the 45-yard line as Marcus Work steps in front of that in the backfield right now to the left of Creasy. Twins to the right side as receivers, but Matthews gets the carry, bumps out left to the numbers to the 10, to the 5, stutter steps, spins, and gets close to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma.
Tough running that time for UCO, and just kept the legs churning that whole way. Was not going to be denied as Matthews stayed on his feet. As he got hit, it was kind of spinning and rolling. Looked like as his backside was hitting awfully close to being down at the 1, but they're going to say he broke the play, and a touchdown for UCO and a chance to tie this one up with the PAT.
Broncos answer the Bearcats score. 7-6 right now. Yeah, 3-man front this time out of the Broncos as Anderson in motion left to right, and Anderson wants to run with it, but the Central Oklahoma front defensive line stopping the play that time and allowing to come in. Tommy Warner to punt. Freshman out of Melbourne, Australia, to punt this one away. Came into this game averaging just over 39 yards per punt. Good snap. And this one is blocked away. An end-over-end punt will roll to the 35 to the 37-yard line, and down there as Brian Coley comes in and got the hand on the punt by Warner. Side at the 37-yard line. Back to pass Owens. Up the middle he goes as he tries to find a hole and will be close to the first down. It was Darius Hampton to make the tackle along with Lamuel Gordon.
Looks like we'll see a 4th and a long 1 coming up here as the Bearcat will send out the punting unit. The Bearcats have struggled on 3rd down so far this season. 2 of 5 today. They entered at 30% conversion.
Behind the quarterback Runkey out of the pistol formation. Torrey gets the carry, angles out right side, crosses midfield to the 49-yard line, tripped up by Daniel Queasy, will be a little shy of the first down. 1st and 10 Northwest from our left to our right in the 2nd quarter. Problem off the snap out of the shotgun. Runkey able to pick it up and then knocked to the turf back at the 48-yard line.
Of course, putting yourself behind the chains immediately is not a great way to start that drive.
Bearcat Radio Network presented by Northwest Missouri Enterprise Facilitation, hosting the 16th annual Missouri's Great Northwest Wine Fest, October 11th in Mount Straight drop back. Will roll right side, pressured as Runkey tosses and throws it away. Closest one to that, Karsten Pate, a freshman redshirt for Northwest. Runkey out of the shotgun and wants to run off the right side. He'll be caught from behind and dropped at the 41-yard line. Couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming in from behind was Connor Johnson, a linebacker. 2-yard attempt. He was good from 51 a week ago against Washburn. Snap down. Here comes the kick on the way. Has plenty of distance, and it is good. We do have a penalty marker. Runkey out of the shotgun. Two-step drop. Pocket collapses, and he'll be tossed to the turf back at the 33-yard line by Lemuel Gordon, a defensive end. And that is two receivers stacked right, one left. Draw play, right side. Some room to the 10-yard line. A tackle being broken to the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown as Will Mason takes it into the end zone. The junior running back from Coweta, Oklahoma, with a nice run into the end zone, and Central Oklahoma back on the board. It's a 35-16 game with 11:50 left. Owens at quarterback, rolls right side on the run, fires it down the field, and the pass goes incomplete near the 32-yard line off that right side.
Here's another handoff to Bell. This time Connor Johnson hits him in the backfield, and he's away from the first tackle, but not from the second one. As he's tackled, that's Braden Waters who came up and got him back at the Bronco 49, or the Mule 49, excuse me, so a loss of 2. This stat, as I'll tell you after this throw, is Amolo goes downfield. Watson's wide open, catches it at the 4. He fumbles it into the end zone, and the Broncos knock it out of the back of the end zone. There is going to be a flag, maybe. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but UCO knocked it out of the back of the end zone, and it should be a touchback.
Well, why can't you knock it out of the back of the end zone on a touchback?
It might be illegal batting of the ball. I don't know.
He's got a good leg on him.
Huff on third down, looking to throw over the middle. Pass caught, touchdown Broncos! Ashton Schumann got free on the post route, and Jet Huff is back with his first touchdown pass since early in the season, and UCO is an extra point away from cutting this lead in half.
I guess it won't matter how good Kim's leg is because he's only got to kick a standard PAT here now. So good throw by Huff right there. I mean, that Jet shows you right there what he can deliver when he.
2nd and 1. Amolo going quick here on 2nd down. Amolo fakes the handoff, keeps it, and Jack Puckett is not confused. He takes him down back inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. A big tackle for a loss sets up a 3rd down and median.
Outstanding job not biting on the fake there.
2nd and 7 from the 12. Huff, play action. Looking left, now right, throwing middle. Man, wide open, touchdown. Dominique Dunn got open in the center of the end zone, and he made no doubt that he kept a hold of that one. And the CM Broncos and UCO UCO trails now 21-13 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, Central Missouri can't be happy about that one, and they probably should have thrown that challenge flag just to back the Broncos up a little more. But what a good offensive drive from the Broncos. Remember, that started at the 35-yard line. After
not defensive linemen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd and goal from the 10. It's a handoff. Contra right side makes a man miss at the 5, and Jalen's into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Contra's 10-yard touchdown. Welcome back to him after missing last week in Maryville, and the Broncos can cut the lead back to a touchdown with the extra point here. It's 28-20.
After a long 4-minute drive here in the 2nd quarter. I thought there's 3 minutes left. There's still time for about 4 more touchdowns, but Broncos do a great job of
working with an empty backfield. Shotgun snap, 3-man rush. Looking, pressured, throws, crossing route, and it's in the backfield, and Reese Rollers all over it at the 32. Have it ready to snap. 1:24 on the clock as Amolo takes the snap. Looking, throwing, left side pass is incomplete. Boy, Ryan Stewart saw that and jumped it and had it for the Broncos tonight. He's got 8 of them. Amolo, quarterback draw, Broncos blitzed into it, and Reese Roller will take him to the turf back at the 30-yard line. His progress will take him to the 34, but it's still a loss of 5, and now it sets up a 3rd and 15 for the Mules, and a big play for the Bronco defense here.
Yeah, outstanding job of those guys just on this drive right here. Now you got 2nd and long, so you just can't let them out of jail here.
Empty backfield, 3-man rush as Amolo throws. Ball's tipped and falls incomplete. Jack Puckett got a hand on it. Reese Roller was coming after it, but didn't have time to get there. It's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 15. Done. 3rd down and 15. Mules need to get it to the 27. Amolo pressured, steps up. He's hit. Cameron Dunn got to him. Back at the 48, Cam Dunn with the sack, and it's 4th down, and the Mules will punt it away.
Well,
and we got a flag after the play on the Mules as well.
Hey, if we're going to have a unique spelling, this is what we're going to say.
1st down as Amolo throws it out, and Cameron Dunn again gets his hand up and knocks that one down. Boy, Cam Dunn's had a really good game at the defensive line position. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And really, it's something that's only come into style.
From the 16, Huff, 3-man rush, has time, floats it left side end zone. Oh my goodness, did he catch it? What a grab! A one-handed catch by Christian Valeriano. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this one up.
Dun-na-na, dun-na-na.
Holy cow.
A top 10 play, if I've ever seen one, Todd, as they show the replay here in the booth. Oh my goodness. Just like it was nothing.
3 minutes to go as Huff under center. Huff, play action, throws it in the flat. Dominique Dunn's wide open for the touchdown. Jed Huff with his 4th touchdown pass of the night, and UCO can tie it back up with an extra point with 2:56 to play. I know we've said this a bunch tonight, John, but what a weird football game this has been, and the Broncos are right back in it again.
Right back in it, and the most important play of the game coming up for UCO, the PAT. You have to have this one to tie it up.
Clark the back. Heavner looks right, long throw, it's Logan again, and then he lost it last second, incomplete. Willie Rice was the one to break it up. The Broncos thought they might have had a fumble recovery. As you see, it was a long return, or would have been an easy touchdown. Dalton Hurd was running back. Send Logan in motion. They give it to Tariq Logan. Race to the pylon, and he is short. He is stuffed. Daniel Acquisi does it again. And the Central Oklahoma Broncos come away with a stop.
Well, they ran the jet sweep. They sent him in motion 2 or 3 different times. An excellent job from the Broncos to recognize the motion and move with it. They were
2 receivers left. Cormany, the tight end. Heavner to pass. 3-man rush. Pressure off the edge. Nearly taken down for a moment, and now he's sacked. Jack Puckett gets him. It was number 94, Cameron Doan, off the edge that disrupted it, and then Puckett finishes it off.
Well, Heavner's got to be quicker in the pocket there on that particular play. He was really ripped down in his own pocket, and he seemed like he was really comfortable, and he almost got a little bit too comfortable there, especially
with the Tigers offense in yards per game. Heavner to pass, 4-man rush. Pressure coming again. Can he get away? He cannot. Second time that Jack Puckett has come in to finish things off on 3rd down. A delayed blitz by the Broncos, and they come away with their 2nd sack.
Puckett, the 1st-team All-American and 1st-team All-MIAA selection. He is in his territory.
Brought down to the 37-yard line. Broncos quick to the ball. Huff. Play action. Huff will look downfield for Schumann. He beats Calzo. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma. The Broncos get the first score of the night.
Wow. I mean, talk about a momentum change. Just like that, the snap of a finger. And all of a sudden, the Broncos flip the switch. 2 back-to-back.
The back. Broncos show blitz. They bring 4. Heavner has to throw it into the turf. It was a screen pass set up for Curtis Douglas, and the Broncos get the stop. Play action. Heavner. Pressure coming. Heavner tries to get back to the line, but he does not. Wesley Hudson, the defensive tackle, and Central Oklahoma multiple times in this game has completely disrupted the passing game.
Yeah, and there really wasn't very many options downfield. I saw 2 receivers on that play, so very minimal package in the
senior transfer. Huff Handoff to Dev Matthews. Matthews makes a cut, breaks a tackle. He is going down the sideline. Will he catch him? They will not. Calzo could not grab him, and just like that, the Broncos get a huge play. It is a 62-yard touchdown run.
We talked about it in the pregame, and we're seeing it right here. This UCO run offense is the staple of their program's offensive scheme. And right here is exactly
their leading rusher, and Clark goes back to Hunt. Hunt is wrapped up, tries to reverse his field. He's still on his feet. Central Oklahoma is punching at the football. It's a loss of only one of the 42. They gave him forward progress to the 42. Remember Joshua Clark, though, season best 116 rush yards last week, and he's been out since the first quarter opening possession of Fort Hays, 2nd and 12 rather. Heaner to throw it. Nobody open. Goes underneath. Curtis Douglas takes a shot from Connor Johnson, a linebacker from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Harding transfer. And that is a loss on the play.
Well, and especially when you have no one open downfield, you have to.
The penalty. 1st and 10. Handoff Douglas. Douglas, nothing there. It is well defended by those Broncos. Cameron Doan counting in this fourth quarter. Ryan Allen in motion. Heavner, play action. Throws it in trouble and intercepted. It's picked up by Central Oklahoma. Coming down the sideline, Brian Coley. Coley will score, or is he down? He's down to the 1. And the first mistake from Fort Hays State is a costly one.
I'm in disbelief on that play. I don't even know what the read was there from Heavner on that throw. It seemed like he just wasn't seeing the field on that play. He threw the ball across his body, and it's all
4. Dooley in motion. Handoff. No, a keeper for Heavner. Runs left. Hesitates. Ankle tackled. Brought down by Wesley Hudson.
And the play action fooled me too. I have a 4-down consideration here. You need a big play here on 3rd down.
Heavner to pass. Rolls back. Throws it incomplete, or was it caught? It was caught by Jabari Lewis. Working on Willie Rice. And 4. Broncos need one stop. Here's Heavner to Lewis, pitches it back to Ryan Allen, and he just throws it to the other man. It's going to be taken all the way. Cameron Doan, he's brought down. Does he get in? He does not. It does not matter. Central Oklahoma coming on the road to spoil Fort Hays State.
38-yard line in Emporia territory. UCO going to go for it here into the wind. Too far for a field goal. Huff sends Schumann in motion from left to right. Now back to the left as Huff takes the snap. Blitz comes, picked up. Huff fires one deep left side. Hacker makes the grab. Touchdown Broncos! Jet Huff to Hagen. Hacker from 38 yards. It's a 4th down touchdown. And UCO leads 6-0 under a minute and a half into this ball game. Hagen Hacker with his 3rd catch of the drive. And UCO goes right down the field, 75 yards. Down from the 21 officially. Harris takes the snap and hands to Kearns. Running right, Kearns looking to get outside, and he's tackled after no gain. Connor Johnson shoots the gap and gets him at the 21. It'll be no gain and a 2nd and 10 upcoming for Emporia. Line 3 receivers wide, bunched out to the right, 2 to the left. From the right hash, Harris, quarterback draw. Harris looking to run and bounce outside. Connor Johnson slings him down. Johnson got a hold of him and took him to the turf back at the 20. It'll be a loss on the play, and it's a 3 and out for Emporia State. The Hornets will punt it right away. One thing to note today they get the turnover here, and we'll start at the 14. Harris on 1st down, play action. It's a quarterback run. He's rolling right. He can't get away from Connor Johnson again. Johnson gets him back at the 13 for a loss of 1. It'll be second down. Little pitch play, running to the left. At the 11, at the 13, Johnny Wilson makes the tackle as that one was pitched to the wide receiver, Kingsley Bennett, on a little end around. It's no gain, and it's going to be a third down and 11 for Emporia at the 13. Johnny Wilson did a good job coming forward. Need to get it to the 37 here. Huff claps his hands. Blitz comes. Picked up momentarily. Now he throws. Pass caught. Valeriano open. 25-20 down the seam to the 15. 10-5. He's hit. He bangs into the end zone for the touchdown. Christian Valeriano got open in the middle of the field. I think even he was surprised by how open he was. And he's able to get it into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Broncos on 2 Jet Huff touchdown passes lead 13-0 as Joseph Kim will come in for the extra point. 44 yards from Huff to Valeriano. Harris this time keeps it himself running right. Harris gets across the 45. He gets hit hard at the 48-yard line. He's got the first down, but boy, Connor Johnson and co made him pay for it. It is a 3-yard gain as Emporia will go. Hornets moving quick. Harris takes the snap, hands to Crooks, running left. Crooks hit. He's driven backwards. He doesn't get it. Wesley Hudson stood him up at the 44, and the Broncos turn him over on downs.
Brought down by number 17, Darius
Wesley Hudson and Darius Hampton team up for the tackle as Camden Crooks goes backwards for points. Kim from the right hash. Driving Greg will snap it back to Jet Huff. Snap is back. The hold is down. Kim's kick has plenty of leg on it. And the kick is good. So Joseph Kim down the middle from 39 yards, and the Broncos extend their lead. 3:14 to go first quarter. It's now for the Hornets. As Harris empty backfield, throws it left side. Pass caught by Bennett. Bennett out across the 45. He's going to have a first down. The ball's loose. It's on the ground. And it looks like Bennett got back on top of it at the 48. Nice gain of 14 yards and a first down. On first down, Harris throws left side. That one through the hand. Darby Roper is the holder, and Tristan Randall's the long snapper as the extra point is blocked. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they're not going to be able to return it, as it looked like it was kicked right into the line. A low kick, and it's blocked by the Broncos. So a touchdown for Emporia State, but the extra point is no good. And the Broncos lead is 17-6, 1:35 to go first quarter. This is UCO Bronco football. Motion out of the backfield. Again, empty set for Harris. Broncos bring a blitz. Pass is high, tipped and incomplete. Dalton Hurd in coverage. That was walking under his own power, which is good. 2nd and 3 from the 6. Harris, play action, throws left side, pass tipped, and it's intercepted. Intercepted and brought out to the 1-yard line. The ball got batted up in the air, and Jack Puckett picked it off. The only bad thing about that for the Broncos is Puckett intercepted it in the end zone, and his momentum took him forward. That ball was tipped 8 yards deep in the end zone. Puckett came back to catch it as it was tipped forward back towards the line of scrimmage. Holman's on this football team as well, which we like. One of those, William Mason from Coweta, in the backfield on this play. It's actually Dev Matthews back there. There's a throw over the middle.
That's right.
And Huff finds Ashton Schumann for the touchdown. A poster out for Ashton Schumann, and the Broncos extend the lead on Schumann's touchdown grab. It's 23-8 UCO.
And he threaded that needle. Not a lot of room to give there, not a lot of field, not a lot of yards to maneuver, but he threaded the needle pretty well. But tonight we've done a good job at that so far.
2nd down and 7. Empty backfield for Harris, who throws right side. Ball's tipped, intercepted! It's intercepted out at the 32-yard line. That one is picked off for UCO by Connor Ashley, who got it on the tip drill. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10 at the 32. And I know, President Lamb, that one of the things that we've talked about all year is forcing turnovers. And Adam Dorrell kept saying,
John's a good man.
Yeah, we want to wish him the best. He's recovering from a back surgery. Hope to have him back next week. Here's Huff, play action. Looking, throwing, end zone, touchdown! Jet Huff's 4th touchdown pass of the night. This time it's Gage Keaton. Keaton, a guy who just got put on scholarship earlier this year, and Gage Keaton runs over to celebrate with the fans after his first career touchdown catch here at UCO.
You got to love that. He ran through the spirit teams, the cheerleaders, over to the student section, high-fived, took off his helmet, showed those locks of
Emporia State had a touchdown and a safety to make it 17-8. Broncos have scored 14 straight. Harris flying this one deep down the left side, incomplete, and Dalton Hurd went up and smacked it away at the top of that pass. It was intended out there on the edge for Malik Oatis, and Dalton Hurd. Harris claps his hands, takes the snap, looking right, throwing right on a slant route, knocked away. Hurd again got his hand in there and broke it up. Intended for Ethan Schultz. Huff, play action this time. Huff fires one deep, middle of the field, pass caught. It's into Hornet territory as Ashton Schumann makes the grab all the way down inside the 41 to the 40-yard line. He got a great spot. They're going to put him at the 39, 1st and 10 Broncos. Last play of the first half from the Broncos 17. Dennis looking left, throwing deep, end zone. It's overthrown, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Willie Rice in the end zone, and that's how the first half comes to an end. The Broncos force 3 first-half turnovers. They cash in on 2 of them. Obviously can't cash in on the third one because it was the last play of the half, and at the halftime break, it's UCO 31 in right of Dennis on 2nd down. Dennis sends a man in motion, fakes that little pitch pass, looking to go downfield, steps up, pressured, hit and drop. Cameron Dunn shoves him to the turf. Back in Hornet territory. Cam Dunn with the sack for UCO. As for Dunn, that is his 3rd sack of the year, his 4th tackle for a loss. Back to midfield. Hold it, Drab and Grag will snap it. Snap and hold are good. The kick from Kim is on the way. The kick has enough leg on it, and the kick is good. Joseph Kim into the wind. He's 2 for 2 tonight. This one from 41 yards. And the Broncos take their first drive of the second half down the field and add to their lead. 9. So it's 1st and 10 at the Bronco 43 for Emporia State. Dennis looking to throw, looks right, now left. Now he's going to float left, throws one deep down the middle. Pass is incomplete. Knocked away by Willie Rice. Good coverage as Andre Beasley was the intended receiver, and Rice got his hand in there and raked that away as Beasley went to the ground. Pass was a little bit underthrown, but good defensive play that time by Rice, as you see on the replay if you're watching. Jet takes the snap, dropping to throw. Jet has time, looking left, throwing left, down the sideline. Schumann comes back to it. Did he catch it? He's got it for a touchdown! A back shoulder pass to Ashton Schumann. 26 yards, and the Broncos light up the scoreboard again with Jet Huff's 5th touchdown pass of the night. UCO gonna go for 2 here. Huff looking, throwing right side, back of the end zone. Ball's tipped. Is it caught? It's caught on the deflection for the 2-point conversion. Braden Turner makes the catch, and the Broncos lead 42-15. 6:37 to go, 3rd quarter. This is UCO Bronco football. 2nd down, little pitch play, running to the left. At the 11, at the 13, Johnny Wilson makes the tackle as that one was pitched to the wide receiver Kingsley Bennett on a little end around. It's no gain, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 11 for Emporia at the 13. Johnny Wilson did a good job coming. Huff hands to Mason, right up the middle, bounces outside right, hit at the 1, fights through the tackle into the end zone. William Mason with a strong touchdown run. A flag flies after the play, but the Broncos add to their lead. It's 48-15, UCO on top. We'll hear from our ref. Dennis takes the snap, pumps left, looking to go deep, fires one deep left. It's overthrown, it's intercepted! Intercepted. It's Marcus Works who intercepts it at the 29-yard line. The 5th turnover forced by the UCO defense. The 4th interception. 4 different players have picked off. The pistol now on 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff Matthews running right, hit at the 3, runs through the tackle and into the end zone. Dev Matthews told the defender, have a seat at the 3-yard line, and he bounces off of him into the end zone for the touchdown. Dev's 3rd touchdown run of the year. Play action. Looking, pressured, rolling left, throwing, passes, intercepted with one hand by Gilbreth. Now they're going to say incomplete. Gilbreth came from out of bounds. Dennis on 2nd and 10. Takes a shotgun snap, rolling right, throwing in the flat, pass complete, and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's caught by Darby Roper. Tackle made out there by points scored in this series between UCO and Emporia State by either team. 3rd down from the 20, 3rd and 6. Dennis looking to throw, pressured, gets away from one, now steps up, he's hit and he's dropped. Darius Hampton got to him first, then he had to track him down a second time, and he sacks him back at the 22. It'll be 4th down, and Emporia State will go for it here on a 4th down at the Broncos. Smith hands to Riley, running left. Riley looking to bounce outside, and he doesn't get there. Reese Roller comes in and takes him down for a loss of 3, back to the 22. In fact, we'll call it a 4-yard loss all the way back to the 23.
You'd have to call that a big victory. They're going to go straight up trickery here.
Looks like tush push. Smith under center. Smith carries it, tries to jump over the pile.
He didn't get it.
He did not get in.
It wasn't even close.
He is short as the Broncos stonewall him at the half-yard line, and now it's 4th and goal. We saw last week here in Edmond. 1st and 10, Northeastern State from their own 8. Going deep down the middle of the field. The man is open. It's underthrown. Is it intercepted? It is. Daniel Acquisi undercuts the route, and the Broncos get the pick as Smith went deep down the middle of the field and tried to hit Cam Jackson, and Daniel Acquisi has his first interception of 2025.
There's nothing better as an offensive lineman than having to cut your water break short because the defense just got a turnover. You got to strap your helmet back up, and you're kind of in panic mode for a second. Got to get back out on the field, but always loved that feeling, Todd, and I know our guy.
35. Smith hands to McKinney. McKinney looking to get outside right, and Connor Johnson shoots the gap and gets him for a big loss all the way back at the 32. That's a loss of 3, and it'll set for 2 reasons, John. One, to get their defense set up, but also to stop the clock, right? They may get the ball back with a chance to go get a field goal here at the end of the half. From the 2, the Broncos will go out of the huddle into the I formation. Huff under center. Dominique Dunn is the fullback. It's a play action. Dunn's open in the end zone. They throw it to him, and it's a touchdown. Jet Huff to Dominique Dunn from 2 yards out, and the Broncos can cut the lead in half with the Joseph Kim extra point. It's 14-6, Northeastern State on top with 36 seconds left in the first half.
And that's where everyone who listens to me goes, see, John, that's why you have to run that fullback dive on the right side out of that little short huddle in those short yardage situations time after time after time after time, because then
from their own 44 for Northeastern State. Under center this time. It's a handoff. McKinney's hitting the backfield. Reese Roller, like he was shot out of a cannon, comes back and gets him all the way at the 40 for a loss of 4.
Number 33, Reese Roller.
I mean, it's a handoff, and you're
Johnny Wilson getting after it. There's a throw deep, right side, passes underthrown, incomplete. Willie Rice in coverage. Was hand fighting there with Cam Jackson. No flag comes in, and the Broncos get the stop and force another punt.
Yeah, that was pretty mutual, and then Cam had to turn into defender and try and prevent UCO from getting the UCOradio@gmail.com.
1st and 10, Riverhawks from the 15. Smith will throw. Smith looking left, pressured, hit, and dropped.
Smith is sacked on the play.
As Darius Hampton got there, back at the 13-yard line, it'll be a loss of 2.
I just don't think Smith knew he was there behind him. Hampton was engaged. He was his something. But
2nd and goal from the 15. Huff, 4-man rush, throws deep right side end zone, passes. Caught, touchdown. Ashton Schumann with his 5th touchdown grab of the year. And the Broncos can cut the lead in half with an extra point on Jet Huff's 2nd touchdown pass of the night.
Fireworks in the north end zone. Cannons go.
45, under center is Smith. Smith pitches it on the reverse. Darius Hampton read it and makes the tackle back at the 49. They tried to hit Jackson on the end around, and Darius Hampton was waiting for it, and it's 4th down, and the Broncos will force a punt.
Man, reverses are so great when they work, but they look so bad when they don't.
21. Smith, blitz comes, high snap. It's a busted play, and he's taken down in the backfield. Jack Puckett got in there. It was supposed to be a handoff, but the snap was, Zach Stillwell that got in there. The snap was so high that Smith just kind of, Northeastern State has to get set. Play clock at 2 at 1. They get the snap off, handoff Riley up the middle. Did he get it?
No.
I don't think he did.
Nope.
He's pushed back at the 16. The Broncos get the stop. And there's a flag down after the play.
That's on NSU too. Connor Johnson got pushed down after the play. I think that's going to be a personal foul on NSU, which is going to give the Broncos not only the ball, but 15 yards closer to their end zone.
And again, we see the Riverhawks being out of timeouts, coming back to bite them there.
They really took way too long to figure. They should have known before that play what they were going to do if it ended up being, they've got to think.
There is no foul on the play.
Jeez. They've got to think of you at gmail.com.
1st and 10 Broncos from the 41. Blitz comes, picked up, Dunn makes another grab to the 30, leaps a tackler to the 25, down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 20. Dominique Dunn looked like Edwin Moses in the open field with the hurdle. It's a gain of 21 and another Bronco first down.
And if you know who Edwin Moses is, you probably don't know how to email.
3rd and 4 Northeastern State from the 23. McKinney in motion out of the backfield. Smith steps up, throws over the middle. Pass is knocked away. It was in the hands of Roberson, and the hit knocked it away, and the Broncos get a stop, and they'll force a punt. 5:54 to go, and UCO. Wildcat formation. Matthews will take the snap. Dev running left. Dev to the 5, cuts back at the 2. He's in the end zone. Dev Matthews with the touchdown, and UCO can tie it with an extra point with 3:45 to go.
Outstanding drive by the Broncos, and they do it the old-fashioned way by running it. Not
1st and 15 UNK left side hash. 5-man front from Central Oklahoma. Inside give. Wilson bobbles the football. Lost it. They are scrambling for it. And UNK's turnover problems continue. They give it up at their 41-yard line. Wilson coughs it up. The nose guard, Braden Smith, was down there, and UCO forces an early turnover. That's the last thing the Lopers could afford to do, and they'll have a first down and 10.
Well, after a couple of good plays to start the game to get a first down and move things, then a penalty.
Out either side for the Lopers, near side hash. 2nd and 7. Pulling and running. Near side is Schulting, and Schulting will go down. I thought maybe his knee had gone back at around the Loper 40. Now they kind of make that. They need to make this game an Iowa game today to win it. 2nd 10 from the 42. Empty set. Schulting surveying, looking with some time, bouncing around on the pocket. Escapes to the right side of the 45-yard line. Throws late, and that one is dropped by Zhuang. Outside the numbers at the 21-yard line. Tried to hit him. A 4-man front for the Broncos. In motion is Ross. Empty set. Schulting is harassed. Soon as I say they'd given him some time. The blitz right up the middle. Jack Puckett. He nails Schulting, who loses 8 back to the 50-yard line. And the Lopers on 4th down and long will have to punt.
Well, in this situation for UNK, if you're not going to get the first down from the 42, kicking from the 50 is not a bad.
Actors in front of him. A 9-man front, and Mormino bobbles the ball, looks to run near side, and then he is knocked down at the 35-yard line. The Lopers with a special teams mistake. That's the first time that's happened this year. Mormino did not field the snap cleanly from Bauer, and for a second time, Central Oklahoma has great field position. They'll have first down and 10 from the Loper 36.
Jason, if he fields that cleanly, he's still going to have to get that one off in a hurry, as Central Oklahoma was really coming after that one.
On the replay, if you're watching along in the MIAA network, that hash 2-by-1 look. 4-man front from Central Oklahoma. Schulting takes the snap, stands in the pocket, feels the rush. Jettisons off the right side with some room, bobbing and weaving at the 50, throws late and throws an interception at the 30-yard line. He also was over the line of scrimmage. Easy for us to say as Reese Roller picked it off, but that was an example of Abe Schulting just trying to do too much when he had some room to roll toward the top side of the field.
Yeah, he'd already picked up about 3 or 4 yards of offense and could have just stepped out for about a 5-yard gain.
Interception, first down.
So the Lopers with another mistake. They had the early fumble from Stone Wilson, the low snap that was dropped by Marty Moore-Mino that gave Central Oak possession of the UNK 36, and now they have a promising drive going again, and another turnover with Field. With Huff, has the snap, gives off to Matthews, and he's loose 30, running near side 25-20, 15-10-5. He is in there, touchdown, Central Oklahoma. On a 40-yard gallop down the near side, the Lopers only had one defender toward the near side on Matthews, and the big sophomore running back takes it in for his third touchdown of the year.
Boy, we just talked about it, that you're putting too much pressure on the defense when they have to go out there 3 times after turnovers. And eventually, UCO was able to cash it in.
Yeah, the Lopers only had one guy there. On the Loper 39, the Broncos up 7. Empty set. They come with a reverse back to Huff. He is looking to fire it, and Dominic Dunn is wide open, stumbles 15-10-5. UNK was not ready for that play. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma. That was some gadgetry that faked the Lopers out. Dominic Dunn, the near side tight end, roars his way into the Broncos go up 13.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty. They executed that very well. And you do right off the bat, when I saw the flip back to
out of the field. Blitz is coming. Schulting stands in the pocket. He throws late, tries to get it, and it's knocked out of the hands of Dwayne Moorhead at the 38-yard line. They score here. This makes it really, really tough for the Lopers. Huff off of the play fake, stands in the pocket, rifles a pass deep, and it is going to be caught down at the 6-yard line. Another great catch. Kristen Valeriano able to make that catch against C.J. Keel. And the Loper defense, who had played so well a week ago and for most of the year, really struggling right now against the Broncos.
Yeah, they've been out there quite a bit here this afternoon, and really just
snap at the little high. They get it down. Kim's kick. It is up, and that kick is good. Nobody misses kicks in Kearney. 9:03. Taft. They're tight with Sabatka on the right side. Schulting off of the play fake, zips it into the end zone, and that is going to be intercepted. He was trying to go to Dwayne Moorhead and getting inside of him, and a great interception by Antoine Gilbreth, and the Lopers turned away again.
Well, we talked about the fact that the officials there is a flag down, though, back at the 7.
But that penalty flag is away from where the pass went. Flexed out to the right side from the gun. Schulting to throw. Faces the 3-man rush, and then he is pulled down and sacked back of the 39-yard line. Loses 3. He was on the play clock. UNK off of the play fake. Schulting feels the heat. Off balance throw. Far side. Risky pass. Tried to get that one to Zane Zhuang. Top side of the field. Ross joins Schulting in the backfield. Hall comes in motion. Zone read inside. Ross looking for room. Breaks one tackle. Breaks to the outside and unable to get outside on containment. Antoine Gilbreth. At 11 UNK from the 19-yard line. Ross again bounces off the left side. Stumbles. Puts his hand down. And Larry just mentioned him. And Jack Puckett, who's a very, very good line hash. Central Oklahoma out of a 3-man front. Schulting off the play fake. 3 guys in the pattern. Standing, looking, running out of time. Running near side. And then shoved out of bounds. He got a big shove from Jack Puck, pushing on him. 2nd 11 UNK from the 47. Schulting reads, quick pass down the middle. Jaden Jude had it, then lost it, and they'll say incomplete at the 50-yard line. Boy, Schulting lead of 4. Later stages of the 3rd. Inside give. Ross in trouble, and down he goes. He will lose yardage back to the 35. Loses 4. Right in front of Schulting. He'll keep it himself. Power draw, and he'll lose yardage back to the 35. Central Oklahoma just selling out as Schulting. Twin receivers, top side of the field. Hagan, the outside receiver. Valeriano inside of him. Huff has the snap, gives the control off the right side, inside the 10, inside the 5. He spins past Lopers. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma. They come right back on a 73-yard drive. 13-yard TD gallop up the middle from Cottrell.
Tillman Martin, the quarterback for Missouri Southern, in the shotgun formation here on 1st and 10 from the 20. Martin straight drop to pass, looking left, floats one deep left side, and it is incomplete. Good coverage on the edge that time for UCO. That was Daniel Acquisi in coverage, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Little senior day action for Acquisi, and like you said, you just got to have some pride and force your team into the paint.
This time it's a counter play, and Mason finds the seam, and he falls over the goal line into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown run. So the Broncos, with a nice drive to start this game, go right down the field and take the lead 6-0, and Joseph Kim will come on for the extra point.
So a 3-and-out to start the game for the UCO defense, and then the Broncos offense takes the ball all the way down the field and puts it in the end zone. You really couldn't ask for a better start here on senior day.
Missouri Southern from their own 32. Martin takes the shotgun snap and looks left. Pumps, now throws left side. Passes high and incomplete. Acquisi comes in and knocks that one down from behind. Good coverage behind Martin. This time play action, looking to throw. Pressured. He gets away from a tackler at the goal line, but he's brought down at about the 2. Jack Puckett nearly had him for a safety. But I think it was Chris Fitzpatrick and Wesley Hudson that got there.
Well, Martin's intention was
2. Lions need to get this out to the 13. Martin looking, throwing, pass tipped and incomplete. Braden Waters in great coverage, got his right mid up and knocked it down. And it's 4th down, and the Broncos defense comes up big and forces a 3-and-out. And that's one of the things you bank on, John, when you're a coach and you go for it.
Well, I was just
if you don't get it, you trust your defense. With some screen action. We saw the one screen worked earlier. 2nd down and goal from the 18. Huff pumps right, throws, end zone, has Hacker. Did he make the grab? He did! Hagen Hacker with a diving catch between the C and the H in Broncos, and UCO can double the lead, or excuse me, make the lead 11 with an extra point here from Joseph Kim. It's 13-3 Broncos.
Well, you talked about the screen right before that, and the Broncos sort of went that direction as Jet Huff faked the pass. You'll see on the replay right here, Jet faked the pass to the receiver in the flat, and there was nobody covering Hacker in the end zone as the Broncos put 6 on the board.
Martin, fumble, ball's loose on the ground. Martin tried to pick it up, it's still loose, and the Broncos get it. I believe it's Jack Puckett that got on top of it for UCO.
Puckett definitely fell on it. He fell.
Oh, they're going to say, Missouri Southern got it back.
What happened is Puckett.
Challenge here. It's going to be 3rd down from the 31-yard line. There's a throw in the flat to Glades. Glades looking to get away from Reese Roller, and he cannot. Roller wrestles him down for a loss. It's behind Martin on this one. It's a stretch play going right. Glades tries to cut it back up inside, and he is erased at the 30-yard line. He slipped, and Reese Roller took him down at the 30 for a loss of 3.
Yeah, sometimes those cleats fail you when you're trying to make a cut, and that was the case right there.
Line 1st down and 10 for UCO at the Missouri Southern 21. UCO at 14-3. It's a handoff on the draw to Cottrell. Cottrell bouncing outside, 15, 10, 5. Jalen Cottrell, the senior, scores it on senior day from 21 yards away. Cottrell with a little jump bounce to the outside, found pay dirt, and the Broncos lead at 20-3.
He about got shot by that cannon too. Got to be careful when they're firing that thing off. Make sure nobody's in any imminent danger. But you love to hear that cannon go off because it means something good happened. And like you said, that good thing was a senior day touchdown from Jalen Cottrell, who took first. He absolutely loves it.
1st and 10, Missouri Southern. It's a handoff to Glades, and Glades is hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 1.
Glades on the carry for the
As Ethan Stites comes in to make the tackle for UCO, it'll be 2nd down and 11.
I think UCO took a timeout.
UCO does take it. Get a little deeper into this win, though. Low snap that Martin handles. Martin throws over the middle. Pass tipped away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Willie Rice, who came in from behind to knock that one away. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Knocked down by number 1.
Dana Schumann reaches out along with, it just says love from Mom, Grandma, Leilani, Bailey.
Empty backfield. Missouri Southern 1 timeout left. Martin throws right side in the flats, and a big hit as Willie Rice comes up and makes the hit at the 31. And it's going to be 4th down. And Missouri Southern is going to go quick here.
Stopped immediately by number 1.
Now Huff goes back into shotgun, hands to Matthews, stretch play, running right, looking to get outside, breaks a tackle, and Matthews waltzes into the end zone. 3rd rushing touchdown today for the Broncos by the 3rd different player. Mason, then Cottrell, now Matthews in the end zone, and the Broncos lead 27-10.
Just a nice job up front by the big fellas. That stretch play is what we used to butter our bread with, so to speak, in the 90s here as UCO football, but we didn't have the passing game to match it. Points get blocked, and so, just make this a little taller hill to climb for the Lions as the third quarter winds down.
21-yarder just inside the right hash. Snap and hold are good. The kick from Joseph Kim is up, and the kick is good. So Joseph Kim adds a field goal for the Broncos, who have their biggest lead of the game with 59 seconds to go.
I think that one was probably better left as a no call, but
here's a pass out to Parker, right side, and the ball's ripped away, and it's picked up by Dalton Hurd, who returns it inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Willie Rice reached in there and took the ball away from the wide receiver, and the Broncos forced the turnover and have it first and goal.
Todd, I had this weird thought right before he went for it. I was like, he's going to rip that ball out. The way the receiver was carrying it and the position that the defender was in, I thought he was going to get. A good job by the guys up front on the left side of the offensive line, opening that hole and giving Matthews space to run that ball into the end zone, and the Broncos made it.
4th down and 10. Missouri Southern going for it, down 37-10 with 11:40 to go. Martin pressured, steps up, pumps, and he's going to be sacked. Jack Puckett, number 30, takes him down at the 30, and the Broncos get a turnover on downs. UCO gave Missouri Southern all kinds of field position with penalty after penalty, but on 4th down, Jack Puckett with the sack and the
football on that play.
I think that was Isaac Edwards who timed that blitz perfectly. It's Creasy now on 3rd down, looking to throw, has a man open, end zone, floats it, touchdown! Braden Turner with the touchdown grab. Clayton Creasy from 15 yards out, and the Broncos extend their lead. It's now 43-17, and Joseph Kim will come on to try to add the extra point. One of those situations where you're only throwing it when you have situations.
Yeah, much more expensive, I think.
Donahue will throw right side, and that one is tipped and incomplete. I think that was Darius Hampton that got his hand on that one. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Missouri Southern.
On the field, nothing too big yet. Obviously, the penalty helped them as well. Gain of 6 there, 2nd and 4. Huff claps the hands. He gives it to his second running back. That's Dev Matthews. And Matthews has a gaping hole down the far side. Untouched, 38 yards. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma. The hometown man from Edmond himself. Matthews with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Well, that didn't take a hole. Mo West on their own 40 after the penalty. Snap back Burwald. Better protected this time. Much better. Clean pocket. Oh, looking for Marcus on a crosser. Got shoved down as the ball got there. Pass is incomplete. Reese Roller, the linebacker, out of Claremore, Oklahoma, knocks him down. No penalties. Incomplete. Well, that drive had a Broncos 14, Griffins 3. Two wideouts on the left, one on the right side. Huff under some pressure, able to get away from it, steps up in the pocket, rifles it down the middle, and it's caught. Beating Desmond Green to the ball is Javon Thomas, that is, the junior at Tampa, the Iowa West. That run by Cottrell went for 3 yards. 2nd and 8 UCO on the Griffin 14. Huff's going to throw on a 3-step drop through the middle. Wobbly but caught high on the helmet and touchdown UCO. Dominique Dunn, the tight end, is there. 20-3 Broncos.
Got wide open across the middle. Defender was behind him. Huff had time. Not what you wanted there with 1:18 to go in the first half. You're the Griffins now. At this point, pending PAT, 17-point ball game.
Dunn has been a weapon in now 6 of the 11 games this year. Second-year Griffith Jr. Rolls right, and he's got a rocket for an arm. That time, though, it's picked off. Looking for Demir Abdullah. Underthrew him. Just underthrew him on a crosser past the sticks, and that's picked off by Willie Rice. And Willie, who had some struggles earlier in this game with a couple of pass interference penalties, he goes over to the visitor on 3rd and goal at the 2. Again, I formation. Dunn the fullback, Matthews the tailback. Huff drops it back, rolls out. There's Dunn, the tight end, dropped it in there. Touchdown, UCO. And Dunn has 2 receiving touchdowns in about as many minutes of this second quarter. Well, UCO does deliver a gut shot after all, after another turnover, and they take over at the Griffin 35, and again, the right hash. Burwald stands in the gun. That's Hall off to his left. Burwald fakes it to Hall. Kind of zigzags between the hashes, does Burwald, and then the ball came free at the tail end. I do believe Mo West has got it. Connor Holt, the right tackle, heads-up play to the left. Huff in the pistol set in the gun. Rolls it right on a bootleg. Play action underneath, wide open. Dominique Dunn, a hat trick for Dominique. Touchdown UCO. Again, UCO broke out all the tricks on that drive, and kind of similar to the goal line touchdown that he scored, just a roll out on the bootleg underneath to the tall tight end. Nobody, 2 wideouts that way, 1 receiver left. Hand off Ricky Dunn. Oh, what an effort by the defender to rip him back. All-American Jack Puckett tackled him behind the line, bring up 4th. Size package here. Fake to Dunn. Burwald under major heat. Oh, and he threw it away anyway, and it's picked off by Connor Johnson. And Johnson is ripped down by Chris Floyd. That's 3 interceptions by Mo West today, the 2nd by Burwald. I saw what Brandon was trying to do. He had major pressure. Made field goal of the year. Clean snap. On the way. Much better kick that time, and it is good. So Joseph Kim is rewarded a second opportunity thanks to the penalty. He drills the 2 wideouts each way. Griffins trail 38-10 on their own 25. 1:40 to go, 3rd quarter, and again, Burwald just getting pummeled back there. Here comes the boom again, and the sack levied by Cameron Dunn.
Around the MIAA, looks like Pitt.
StJosephCountryClub.com. Quickly back on the field to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 UCO as Huff play action. Darts it in the seam to Ashton Schumann. Schumann with room to go to the 30. Stays on his feet to the 20. Stays in bounds and shoved down and out of bounds by Manis, but actually to Edmond, leading here 38-10. Snap back. Huff give to Dev Matthews, who hurdles a man and then gets ripped out of the air by... Give it to Dev Matthews, hits the edge, hits the corner, hits the goal line. Touchdown, Central Oklahoma. Dominique Dunn and Dev Matthews get their hat tricks as Matthews has his 3rd score of the day. And UCO, kind of like they did against Southern last week, just kind of having their way with things. Over 400-yard win campaign. A playoff victory in the 1st round against Washita Baptist last year before they got cut down by Ferris State the 2nd round last year. Burwald, again, just facing heavy pressure, but able to improvise, dumps it off in the backfield to Hall, and in the backfield he'll stay. Hall is planted for a loss by Dalton Hurd.
UCO is playing like a team with a lot to prove here today, and like we talked about earlier, they could potentially have a bowl
25 season. 2 wideouts on the right, Burwald back to throw. Again, better protected. Weston Langvart held, though, and Burwald gets sacked to boot. Oof. Sacking him was Connor Johnson.
Happened this late in the game either.
3rd and 16, Mo West on their own 38. 10:24 left. UCO 44, Griffins 10. Burwald rifles middle, tipped off the hands of Myers and ping-ponged around a couple defenders and picked off again. Kazan Bird still not down. It takes almost 3 different Griffins to bring him down, and the UCO bench erupts in celebration. There are flags down. There's a late flag down, And again, UCO will head to the Marvin Gant, guys that have been around forever. By the way, it's 4th and 14 UCO. They're going to try a 51-yard field goal. Joseph Kim, this would tie a season long. He gives it a pretty good attempt toward the south uprights, and he does drill it.
A lot of extra yards there on that one.
Yeah, that would have been good from 60. Joseph Kim, he hit a 51-yarder against Washburn back on the 3rd game of the season. So that's his Griffin running backs in program history have done that. Now, Hall's going to lose a few of those yards as he gets on a delayed give. Like 3 or 4 Broncos come 3. Mo West on their own 12. Burwald 2 wide receivers each way. Pressure comes, dumps it off in the flat to Jaden Williams. And, I mean, there's just nowhere to go. It's been a no-fly zone out there, quite honestly, the losing season since 2016 and 17. 2nd and goal, handoff, walk-in touchdown for Marquise Harris. UCO adds another. Harris, his first career collegiate touchdown. And it's 53-10. It's obviously a similar looking result. Oh, and a handoff by Thompson to Thompson is dropped, and UCO's got it. So there were 4 interceptions and now a lost fumble. And Joey Javier, the linebacker, picks it up.
And UCO, again, gets the ball inside.
For the 5th time, yep. UCO takes over in Griffin territory.
I think all of them inside the 40, right? Just off base memory.